here to bring you another anime review. This time I'm doing it on Dragon Ball Super episode 6, and this one's called Don't Anger the God of Destruction, the Heart Pudding Birthday Party. Okay, so this one's a little different. Again, we see this scene redone by the team doing Dragon Ball Super, and I will say this: what I notice is Beerus' character. Well, the premise is simple. Beerus goes to Vegeta to find out about Super Saiyan God, and interrupts Bulma's party. But I will say this: Bulma's a little better in this movie because she wasn't drunk or anything when she invited Beerus to hang out. She was very polite and nice. And Vegeta is remembers who Beerus is by how Beerus, mental pwned him, I guess, with his, ki or whatever move he used. Beerus' character is different in this from the Battle of the Gods and even a Revival or a Resurrection of F. Beerus is a little more comical in those and a little cranky, but he's likable. In this, he's more ruthless. But you can tell, at least from this episode, that I feel like he's specifically testing, like in the original movie, it was because he got angry that he ended up getting into battle. In this, I don't know so much if it was about keeping his mood as much as he was monitoring Vegeta's reactions, and he thinks Saiyans are cowards. So he's messing with Vegeta to see if Vegeta will fight him. And I think that's what he's trying to get a rise out of Vegeta. That's what it feels like to me. Eating takoyaki balls and wasabi, and they reversed the joke because this time he liked it as opposed to hating wasabi like in the movie. The ridiculous thing he does in this one, instead of dancing, he goes into the ocean, kills a big squid, and fries it up and makes more takoyaki balls and stuff like that. And the boys do anger him. He does get shot. But instead of getting shot with a gun, he gets shot with a water gun. So there's differences. But the main difference is on Beerus' character and Vegeta's reaction. In this, the way this telling, it was a lot more tense. And Vegeta was a lot more tense. There was less fun in it. It was all business. And then, of course, we get the pudding, and Boo says no because I'm strong, and he licks all the glasses. It wasn't as funny as the original. Mr. Satan tries to separate the two, but they both flick him into a wall. And then Majin Buu fights Beerus. And then Beerus apparently houses Majin Buu and apparently kills him. I say apparently because thanks to the trailer, and spoiler alert, at the end of the episode, for the next episode, he's alive. Now here's one thing, folks at Dragon Ball. If you make it look like you kill a character, you don't show him in the preview for the next episode. Let it be some suspense. I mean, I know in the movie he didn't die, but we don't know how ridiculous this is. So, I mean, basically, I think there's something else about Beerus, is something I had heard about some of the people who were creating the TV show. One of the arguments is, I think Akira Toriyama made him the way he wanted to, but one of the talks in coming up with the Beerus character is Beerus was responsible for all the evil on planet Vegeta and everywhere else. Like, they wanted to make him a much darker character, a much bigger villain, other than just being the one ultimately. In this one, they say he destroys much of Vegeta, planet Vegeta, but not all of it. And so it's a little different than in the movie where he had Frieza do it. I think they just they're and he tried to instill the sense of, you know, doing what you want and having the power to get, you know, be bold. Wrong values, I think, the way he tried to break Vegeta's father. But I think there's a little bit of that. So in this show, instead of making him funnier, they've made him more ruthless and cunning, or not cunning, just ruthless and scarier, and he's a darker character. And I think that has to go back to the original argument. They wanted to make him the ultimate villain originally. Obviously, I don't think he's going to be the villain since we've seen others. But it's just interesting that Beerus has a much darker tone in these episodes. Now, having said that, which did I enjoy more? Did I enjoy the movie version more or this? So far, I have to say I enjoy the movie more. The comedy was funnier. It was fresher. Vegeta was just as panicked, but in a different way. And I understand this one is trying to build the drama, but I don't know. I felt like I had more fun. And in the end, Dragon Ball is about fun, not drama. So I think where they tried to make his character darker, they succeeded. But I think in accomplishing that, they lost something from the original. So I would have given this one a 4, but I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Just because I still thought it was a very good episode, but I just feel like the movie version was a little better, even though it was sillier. This version is missing something. It builds tension, but sacrifices some of the enjoyability out of it. And the jokes they put in there, it just wasn't enough. But the fight with Majin Buu was pretty awesome, and we're gonna get to see more of that because they show Gotenks, Gohan going Mystic, as well as Majin Buu and Vegeta going too. So we'll see how that goes. And again, Bulma looking much better in this one, not being drunk, being really nice and respectful. So we'll see if Bulma gets bitch slapped in this one. But you know, so I think that's enough out of me. Like I said, you know, next week's episode has to do with that, and I really think again they're just exploring his character differently and making him a little bit darker. I still think he's messing with Vegeta. I think the whole purpose of all of this was to piss Vegeta off and see how he reacts. That's how my impression of Beerus. But anyway, alright, that's it. So click it up if you like it, comment if you must, and please, please, please subscribe if you can. And this is your buddy Alert Wolf signing off.